to Kano. Those who've been performing in Kano, and most of them are not Nigerians. They're just not Nigerians. To them, they're there to destroy whatever they have to destroy.
Oscar, we've had this phenomenon for about, 5 years?
Yeah.
And we have been talking constantly about the borders being porous.
Yeah.
And isn't it about time we looked at those borders where these people ostensibly come through and do something about them?
Oh yeah, but you also know it's in our nature to do nothing until we feel pain. It's called the PPE, personal painful experience. Then we act. That has been our nature. It's the way we've been operating in this country. The day Abuja becomes extremely uncomfortable, the borders will be sealed up. Until then, we'll talk about it and we'll forget about it and go back as usual. We love our comfort. And we love to play. Time will come. All of this that is happening, if you ask me, I see the hand of God. Most times, God works in your life through some pain.
Okay.
If I may just pick up that, they always say Nigeria is the most, religious country in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And because we've allowed some of these leaders to actually impart onto our head, you fear God, I fear God, everything, but it's not God, everything, but you personally. It's whatever you wish that God is going to do for you. Let us stop hiding, say, okay, it's God wish, God going to do that for us. We have to do it ourselves, then we ask God to bless it for us.
We're already doing it.
All right.
We're destroying the country. And God is helping us.
It's a wrong thing for us.
Before we move on now, just to let you know, you can interact, you can engage with us. There's a phone line that you will see there. Then apart from that, I've got at Kayode Akintemi, which is my Twitter handle, at Alero_edu, and then for channels, TV's Sunrise, at Sunrise CTV. So you can engage with us, you can interact. This is State of the Nation. This is the issue that we're discussing now. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, then we will continue the conversation in just a minute. Don't go away. Okay, welcome back. And now let's continue the conversation. Just remember, you can interact with us throughout the course of this program, not just for this conversation, throughout the course of the program. Now, Oscar, let me come back to you now. What we're looking at, State of the Nation, part of the reason we are where we are is at times a lot of people, including analysts, have consistently said we're not asking our politicians the right questions, we're not challenging them, and we don't even seem to understand how to relate with them because, as some people have said, we kind of like deify our politicians. What's your thought?
Yeah, I'd like to say that is the source of all the problems. All the problems. Your attitude to anything determines what you get out of it. Fortunately, I witnessed, and I brought this, I witnessed the elections on November 4th in the United States going into the House. And the first thing I noticed was you sit in your house and people walk in, knock on the door, and they want to share their aspirations with you. Apart from that, you get letters in your mailbox asking you for funds. The politicians, they're not hungry, but they're asking you for funds, even if it's $5, even if it's $1. The sense behind it is that money they're asking for, if you give the money, you're committed to that person. And that commitment automatically means what? I'm going to vote for you, but I'm going to be watching you. And before that, you're going to tell me what exactly you represent. And somebody comes to you and say, you know what? I am not happy that our youths are not being prepared for the global economy. And that's what I represent, and that's what I'm going to fight for. Another person comes in and tells you, healthcare delivery don't look too good. I have the talent, and I'm going to fight for this. Use one thing or two things that person represents. They're asking you for money. And you can give this money, and at the end of the day, you ask questions. And anytime you have their phone number, you can assess, you can talk to them, that you have a personal problem, or this is what you've noticed within the neighborhood, what are they going to do about it? They will react. Even after the elections, they are there. Now, it comes here. They don't ask you for money, they dash you money so that you can come out and vote for them, and they don't represent anything. It's just that, oh, just put me there. One, it's our turn, and then secondly, once I get in there, the whole world will be better for you. Why won't we fail? And it's been done time and time again, and we keep on falling for the same thing. And what are you blackmailed with? This is emotional blackmail. It's our turn. If Alero is in power,
Well,
then the entire Niger Delta people are now, they've left poverty. But the truth is there is only Alero and the family that maybe leave the poverty.
Exactly.
But the whole Niger Delta, oh yes, it's our turn, it's our sister. That's stupidity. Definitely will breed the type of leadership that we have. We are that low, and we shouldn't be. Remember, you don't like this. I always say, let's blame the people, because if we do that and we spend time educating the people, they'll come out of it. The leadership will change.
Okay, let me ask Professor, you're a professor of political science. How do we begin to find answers that will drive the nation towards coming to a position where we're saying we must ask our politicians questions, we must challenge them, we must protest when they refuse to do the things that is for the national good?
You know, in the past, I always deviate away from actually blaming the leaders. We have ourselves to blame.
Correct.
You have portals in your environment, you are sick, you don't have no clicking what to go to. There are many things wrong. We are the ones who suffer this all year round. And somebody comes today and says, okay, where's a bag of rice for you? Where is this for you? You are okay. I will take it. I will take it. Then we forgot the years. It's just one vote, maybe one day, that we're going to vote for that person. And the rest of the years, maybe 3 or 4 years, you're going to make. So it's Nigerians have to descend their mindset. It is really thinking again that it is what is going to sustain me, my family, friends of this. Initially, when yes.
Professor, I hear you clearly, but you should also consider the level of poverty in the land. For a bag of rice to matter to someone, it speaks of how poor they are. Let somebody try and bribe you with a bag of rice.
I always say something. Poverty is not a disease. It's something that can be solved.
It's a choice.
Let's try to change this stomach infrastructure to something else. Empowering our people. Maybe that is what he meant. I mean, rudely, that okay, let's empower these people. If Nigeria could be empowered, definitely. All this poverty people are talking about, I was not born rich, very, very poor, from a very poor background. And I struggled to go to teachers' college, finish that, I say I'm not done. Go to NCE, I say I'm not done. And I saw the way I was going education-wise, and I was going to end up a teacher, even I'm a professor now. I said, no, this is not what I want. I struggled to get money and took myself out from this country, where I actually educate myself. And when I got there, I was a teacher, a government secondary school teacher, and the first job I got when I got to the States was to be cleaning women's down. I said, I will do it, because I really want to do it. Everybody should have to actually have their mindset changed. Struggle. If the people give you money, take it, invest somewhere else. But not that you are going to sell your soul to them and to come back again with nothing.
Thank you very much. Oscar, it's unfortunate that we have very limited time. You know, at the beginning we did say that we got to hit the ground running and we've got to do a lot of things. We've got so many conversations coming up during the course of this program. So what will be your final word? What do you think we should be looking at, your summation, between now and February when the election is coming up?
Okay, good. Within now and February, no miracle is going to happen. That's number one. But I need to say this. After February, if it is possible, let us understand one thing, that if you say a man's hand is complete, you find 5 fingers. If one is missing, then the hand is not complete. In our polity today, one hand is just missing. One finger is missing. And what is it? The way God has also done it, he doesn't like me saying about God, but we have to. Number one, you have the executive. You have the legislature. Then you also now have what you can call the judiciary. They're there. Then you have the media. These are the power people. Then you have one that is missing. Organized civil society. Any society that will change comes from the organized civil society. They are the ones that will put the rest of the people in check with collaboration with the media. And everybody else will sit up. But for as long as that is not there, any day I get up and I feel, oh, I'm big enough, I have some money in my pocket, I'm going for politics, what am I going to do really? I'll keep taking advantage of people. You see, people thrive on the inadequacies of others. If you are ready to take a bag of rice and sell your soul, I'll give you a bag of rice. I'll go there and enjoy myself. And that's what exactly is happening today. Until we are pained enough to know, look, all the professionals come together. They belong to that middle class. We must organize ourselves and say, we're not playing politics. We want to fix this country, because that is the only way we will survive and have a future. If not, we're going down.
Okay.
That
will be a final word.
If I'm aware to that one, you mentioned about 3 layers, I mean the 4 layers. Yeah. And I'm going to pick on the media. All the 3 have been bastardized, you know that.
Oh yeah, sure.
But the media, you should do a better job. You are doing good for now. What we are practicing in Nigeria,
it's going to be better.
It will be better. You could, I mean, your life too could be made better. Even Dangote want to make better life anyway. Okay. And then for media, we are running a presidential system of government. I never had an opposition party in the presidential system. You may have opposing view. I could hear some of the news saying that the opposition party, where is the opposition party? We don't have no opposition party. It's the opposing view that we have. So the media will help to educate Nigerians.
Correct.
That we have presidential system. It's no opposition party.
Okay.
That we have.
All right.
So that's what I will. So you do a lot in educating and helping Nigerians to change their mindset in that area.
Thank you very much. So on that note, I want to say thank you to Mr. Oscar Ondiwe, who's a social commentator, and like I said, he wears so many caps, I can't even begin to enumerate all of them. And also Professor Femi Ajayi, who's a professor of Department of Political Science and Public Administration at the Babcock University. Thank you very much.